Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I have a pick a card reading here for you today. It's going to focus on basically what you're leaving behind and what you're moving towards or what is coming towards you, right? So I have 3 card stacks here. The 3 stacks that you see on the table are the same as in the thumbnail, and they are the same as the picture clip that I have in the video at the very beginning. So if you have to rewind this or go back to the very beginning and pause that on the picture so you can focus and meditate on it in order to pick a stack, now would be a good time to do that. By all means, if you feel the need to pick more than 1 stack, go ahead. I've heard it said many times that people will watch the video the whole way through and find bits and pieces in each reading that apply to their situation. So if you feel led to pick more than 1, by all means, go ahead and do that. They are general, so they're not going to apply with everyone watching. However, if this particular reading doesn't connect for you, you can always check out my other videos to see if there's another reading that would resonate better for you. And consider that some roles can be reversed in some readings. So if you're inquiring about a specific someone, there are bits and pieces of the reading that could apply to them. Other bits and pieces could also apply to you. And they are timeless, so it's whenever the universe nudges you to watch, that is always the appropriate time for you. So I have stack 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to move 2 out of the way and 3 out of the way. Okay. And we're going to start with stack number 1. This is the card that came out for you. So I'm going to put that here and we will incorporate that into the reading as we go along. Now, the layout of this is going to be a little bit different. Okay, so what I want to know is what you're leaving behind. Okay, first let's find out what it is you're leaving behind. All right, what situation are you leaving behind? 1 card for that stack number 1, viewers. What are you leaving behind? Okay, maybe a situation that wasn't true to you, okay? And I feel like the Ace of Swords is saying you've cut that out, right? You've cut something out that wasn't aligned with your truth and what was authentic to you, all right? And now because you cut that out, you're giving yourself a brand new start. So let's also see your current, I also want to know, like, what is your current situation as far as, like, where are you right now? Okay, we know you cut something out. We know you left something behind in order to find your truth. So how are things for you right now? Like, what is the present? All right, balance. You're trying to find balance in the situation, a state of equilibrium. Okay, so let me grab the last card. This is going to be what's coming towards you, right? What is coming towards you? Oh, nice. Stability. That's what I heard from the Emperor. Okay, so I'm going to put this off to the side. Let's get right into it. All right, so recently, what you're leaving behind or what you're walking away from, I feel, is something that wasn't authentically aligned with you. Because whenever I see the Ace of Swords, okay, it's reminding me of truth. It's reminding me of clarity, an epiphany moment, okay? So I feel like whatever it is that you're leaving behind, it gave you like a wake-up call. I know it's not a judgment, but I am kind of feeling that from it, in a sense that it's now allowed you to see things clearly for what they are and also for what they aren't, okay? So a lot of stability energy coming from this because of the Terra card as well, okay? This is earth sign energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It could also speak of earthly matters, okay? So finances, we have pentacles here. So what I'm getting the sense of is there was something that wasn't aligned with you in some way. You've come to the realization of that situation. You see it for what it is and for what it isn't now. There's no more confusion. You see the path ahead is clear. Things have been cut out of your way to make room. And it's like now you have, I'm hearing like I don't know if any of you have gardens or areas that at your home you clear the debris away, you clear the weeds away, right? And to make the path clear. So I feel like you've done that with this Ace of Swords. Like you've cut things and people and situations out of your life in order to clear your path for what is more genuine to you. All right? Something in the recent path gave you a wake-up call of some sort. It opened up your eyes and gave you a moment of clarity. And once you realized it, you walked away. You left it behind. You put it behind you, and you started walking in a direction that was more aligned with you, something that was more balanced. Because I feel like your state of mind right now, or your current mood, okay, with this middle card, is basically you trying to find the equilibrium that you didn't have in that previous situation, okay? This is about equal give and take. This is about reciprocity, okay, with this Six of Pentacles. So I feel like you're trying to find that now in your current everyday life. You're trying to find that equilibrium in situations and with people and even your workplace. Because I think whatever it was in the past, I don't know why I'm hearing limitation, okay? Like there might have been some kind of limitation that you felt that wasn't really giving you that peace of mind at the time, okay? And it's like, okay, whatever this was in the past, it opened up your eyes not to do that again, not to allow things to become imbalanced ever again. So it's like you can stand in your truth now that it opened your eyes, and you can approach relationships and situations and your overall environment. You're going to see things for what they are now moving forward with this, I feel, because that's your current mood. You want to make sure that you approach things, people, situations, jobs, money, like your whole outlook is more from an overall I guess I want to say like from a wider lens, okay? You're seeing things from a wider lens with this Six of Pentacles. And when something's out of whack, you're not going to let it slip by you. You'll be able to see it right away, okay? That's what the Ace of Swords has brought. Whatever situation you were leaving behind or putting behind you, it taught you how to see things and situations and people clearly, so that way moving forward, things don't get out of whack. All right? You have the Emperor here as far as what's coming towards you. This is basically your stability. All right? You're the king of your castle now. You're the master of your domain now, the master of your universe, okay? The Emperor is in control. It's like you have this, you're in the driver's seat now. You have control over your situation moving forward. So this sense of stability, I think, is coming from this card and from the Emperor. It's like, you got this now. But there was something in, whatever it was in the past was really revealing a lot of truths to you. And I think you saw the writing on the wall, is what I'm hearing from the Ace of Swords. And once you realized it, you were like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm seeking my truth. I'm going to walk authentically. I'm going to walk in the direction of things that are more in line with me with the Six of Pentacles. I'm going to do what I need to do to find a more balanced approach to my life, to my relationships, to my job, to my, my overall well-being. I need to be surrounded by people who are going to, reciprocate the energy flow that I present to them. I need people to fill my cup as much as I'm filling theirs. Otherwise, I can't deal. In other words, that's what I'm here. I can't deal. I can't hang with them anymore. Like, I feel like you don't want, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but you don't want energy, you don't want to be energy drained anymore at present. Like, your current mood is like, I don't want that kind of vibe surrounding me. It's almost like I'm here, I gotta be selfish with my energy. I'm hearing that from the Six of Pentacles. And I have to set healthy boundaries moving forward. So I feel like what's coming towards you is you being in control of your situation, in control of your life, having, the wheel in your hands, setting healthy boundaries. stabilizing yourself, walking in the direction of the things that are more aligned with you. And with the sun energy there, okay, I think it's, and the mountains, I think it's taken you a lot to get to this point, but you're trying to reach higher vibes, okay, with the sun energy there. I think you're walking in your truth now. So let's get more information here. All right, some general details. All right, so like I said, I feel like there were situations with people, all right, that were unhealthy maybe. All right, look at the jealousy. I'm sorry for her little boobies there. That's embarrassing. Anyway, there were maybe jealous people, maybe haters, okay? Maybe people who in the background weren't looking out for your best interests. Maybe people who weren't really fully aligned with you. Maybe they had bad intentions towards you. I feel like with the Ace of Swords comes in to cut things out, you know? It comes to reveal the truth about people and situations. And it cuts through the clouds of any confusion that you might have had in your heart and in your mind. And it clears the way so you can see things and situations and people for what they really are. Like I said, that epiphany, right? You had that epiphany about something or someone. And it's like, I'm going to move away from that because I need to find people who I'm hearing love me as much as I love them, right? With the Six of Pentacles. And I need to move towards healthier boundaries because I have to protect my energy. I have to, you know, secure myself with the Emperor. I have to take back control of my life, okay? And stabilize myself. So let's get a little bit more detail here. You know, you might have had people that weren't looking out for you with that jealousy energy, okay? It could have been a three-party situation because we have it here. All right, could have been. We have 3 people in that card. All right, I feel like it's this one here. All right, King of Swords, more swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the playing cards really aren't red reversed. I feel like you're, okay, what I'm hearing is logic. Logic kicked in, okay? And logic kicked in, and you had to literally, of course, he has a sword in his hand. You had to say, okay, enough is enough. I'm not going to let my heart influence my reason right now with the King of Swords. Like this was something that you had to do for your own, I'm hearing your own well-being, your own state of mind. Like you wanted to be at ease. And as long as you continued in this situation, maybe there was a little bit of toxicity I'm feeling from the jealousy energy. In order to stabilize your own well-being, you couldn't involve yourself in this situation anymore, okay? You had to let go of the heart a little bit and use your head. That's what the King of Swords would do. Okay, he's also piercing the snake. All right, so I don't know if there was anybody who was behaving that way in your life, but I feel like that Ace of Swords is the one he's holding. Okay, and he had to cut it out. All right, he had to cut the toxicity out in some way, something negative. And I feel like a negative situation, I don't know why I feel that from the past energy, but it did reveal some truths. And because of that, you took action. And you stood your ground with that King of Swords energy. You made sure not to let your heart influence your reason in this case. Why do you think the Emperor's sitting so strong and sternly, right? He's not going to budge. He took a stance. He made a decision. He's going to stand in that. He's going to like really set, he's set in his ways. You know what I mean? He doesn't really budge. There's a stubborn kind of energy coming from the Emperor that's also Aries. Could be you as an Aries, or you're dealing with an Aries. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus here, Aries, and air sign Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Any one of those could be in the mix for you. But I feel like with the Emperor, he's very stubborn. Once he's made a decision, he's stuck by it. Okay? And I feel like that's what you've done. You might have cut somebody out because of this negative energy here. Again, he also has the sword here, the sword and the King of Swords. So I feel like it was one of those things where it's like you put your foot down with that Emperor energy, you wielded your sword, you cut people in negative situations or environments or even mindsets out of your life. And now you're moving towards your stability. Okay, your current mood is trying to find balance with, your everyday life. And also set healthy boundaries. So let's get more detail. Boom. All right, so the bone is about leaving something behind, ironically, okay? Leaving something behind. And also strong foundations, okay? Because, they say, I don't know if, that's what they say, science or health, right? It says, make sure you get vitamin D for your bone density or whatever. That and calcium, right? They'll say to make strong bones. Well, strong bones are the foundation of your body, right? Like, you need healthy, strong bones in order to be able to stand upright or walk uphill, You need strong bones. So I feel like that is you. That is your strong foundation. We have it repeated here with the Emperor, okay? And as far as leaving something behind, because a lot of times, if something has passed, okay, you bury it, all right? And it does speak about mortality and, things like that. But in this case, the way it's reading is your strong foundation, okay? Your skeletal structure, your foundation on the inside, all right? And you are definitely leaving something behind, maybe something that decayed, something that wasn't healthy for you anymore. You buried it, all right? You put it behind you. That's what I'm getting from this. And I'm sorry for the blur. I wasn't paying attention. Because every time I zoom in and out, okay, to the camera to show you the cards, my bad. It gets a little blurry and I have to really be on top of it. So I apologize for that, guys. I hope it didn't distract from the reading, okay? So I'm going to grab some oracle cards here. Because, I kind of want to see what else, what else you got to say, what else is coming towards you. We know what you're leaving behind. We know that your stability is on the horizon, right? Like, you're setting yourself up for a stronger foundation now, moving toward you, or moving towards the future. You also have the sun energy in that tarot card, so we know that there are better things up ahead. All right, there are way better things up ahead. So let's see. Do some research. It says you need more information about this situation. It says look into further before proceeding. In what way? Let's find out. Maybe you did your research. Maybe you found something out and that's why you left, right? That's what I'm getting from that. Because whenever you look into a book, you're searching for answers. Yeah, charge ahead with confidence. Stay strong and focused. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you learned something or you found something out. Like the Ace of Swords will always reveal something to you. So you did some digging, okay? I'm gonna go back to the bone. You did some digging around and found something out that revealed the truth to you with this Ace of Swords. And now you're charging ahead with confidence. You're staying strong and you're staying focused. There is stability on the way with the Emperor and the Terra energy. You had to leave this behind in order to stabilize yourself and create a strong foundation. but it was a result of learning something or finding something out that revealed what you needed to do. Okay, it showed you the truth in some way. So I'm gonna grab one of these cards. So you're moving towards your stability for sure. Stronger foundation, more deeply rooted, I think, in who you are now. Oh, it says the ocean. So it says the deep blue sea speaks. Hold on. It speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're moving away from anything that's not going to allow you to have your peace of mind and well-being. You have the water energy here in this card as well. Okay? It's like you're washing away any stresses, any cares that might have been placed upon you, okay, is what I'm getting. You're moving towards, I don't know why this is giving me like a Six of Swords vibe. You know, in the Six of Swords, how, you know, you have those experiences and they're in your boat, but they don't weigh you down moving forward. You're still moving towards your own peace of mind, your own state of wellness. Like, I think that's what it is. You're moving towards things that are that will sit well with you moving forward. You're looking for not just peace of mind, but it's like a more relaxing environment, mind, body, heart, spirit. You're not going to let, in the future with the Emperor, anything disturb you like that anymore. You're setting healthy boundaries moving forward. So what is coming towards you is a more stable environment, a more stable you, a more secure you, a more at peace you. So your peace is coming towards you. Your stability is coming towards you. Because you left this thing behind. Whatever, I feel like there was a toxic energy about you. I feel like you buried it. You've set boundaries. You've left it behind. And now you can truly embrace full wellness, is what I'm hearing from the ocean energy. Power symbol, yes. Look at that. Water is cleansing, right? We have the ocean and we have the water flowing in the tarot card. But it says cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. Absolutely. Absolutely. So stack number 1, this is your reading. You're leaving something toxic behind, something that wasn't healthy or well with you. And you're finding a more balanced approach in regards to how you deal with people, situations, your environment, maybe even your career. You've done your research, you found your truth, and you're moving towards your stability. Okay, so what is coming towards you? That is future stability and wellness, peace of mind. Okay, that's what I'm getting for your reading. So if this connected for you, please do let me know in the comment section down below, because I do like hearing from everybody. Stack number 1. Okay, on to stack number 2. I will incorporate this card into the reading as we go along. We want to know, what is it that you're leaving behind, stack number 2 viewers? What is it that you're leaving behind? Okay, so with the 8 of Pentacles, maybe a job, okay? Something that you were, I don't know, I feel like something that you were putting a lot of energy and effort and time into. You're leaving that behind. Maybe because it wasn't fulfilling you anymore, okay? So it could be an actual physical job situation, career, business venture, personal goal even, okay? And I was going to ask, what is your current state? Because that was the next card. we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so there's a little bit of worry or trepidation or fear, anxiety. So let's find out what is coming towards you, stack number 2. What is coming towards you now as a result of leaving this thing behind? What is coming towards you? All right, so the Tower. Okay, so what I'm seeing from this is that you're leaving a situation behind that you put a lot of energy and effort into. Could have been a job situation, a personal goal, an aspiration, something physical, something tangible that actually took a lot of your talent, your skills, your energy, your know-how. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. And the current mood is you're probably worried because you left it behind. Or I don't know if some of you lost a job, if you either lost a job or chose to leave a job or some kind of financial situation of your own volition, okay? Only you would be able to know how that particular dynamic applies, but I feel like you're worried about it. You left it behind, now you're worried about it because we have the Nine of Swords, okay? And whenever we get this card, we know that there's a lot of sleepless nights attached, all right? You could be stressing out, worrying about a situation, you know, and most of it is because you don't know what the outcome is going to be, especially if it's recent. You just left this situation behind. You could be overwhelmed too. I'm hearing like you have your work cut out for you, okay? And I guess that's coming from the Eight of Pentacles. You might feel like you have your work cut out for you and you're stressing out over because maybe you don't know how to work it out. Maybe because of being overwhelmed in some way. You know, the Nine of Swords is all about your mental energy though. Like your thoughts running rampant, right? So you can be overwhelmed by, you know, the shoulda, the couldas, the wouldas. What do I do now? And we have the Reflect card, right? The Reflect card does a lot of times talk about your thoughts, the way you're reflecting upon things. You're taking a moment to look at everything. And maybe that is what's overwhelming you at present. All right? I feel like you left something behind that took a lot of your energy from you. Because the Eight of Pentacles is that. You're putting a lot of effort, energy into something, trying to make it build up for you, right? And maybe it was too much and it burdened you in some way. That's what I'm hearing from the Nine of Swords. So you had to leave that behind. And even though it was hard or difficult for you to take that step, maybe financially even, you were taking a chance in leaving that behind. I feel like you needed that. Or you not that you needed it. Nobody wants to lose their job, let's say. But it's almost like you needed to leave the stresses of that behind. Because maybe it wasn't healthy. Okay, that's what I'm getting. You might need the money, but you don't need the stress. Okay, let's just put it that way. Or you don't need the headache from it. Because I feel like part of it was draining you. It took too much out of you. Okay, look at the fire burning here. That's hard work. It's hard labor. Okay? It might have taken also a lot of your time because we have the clock, right? We have the clock. It was taking a lot of your physical energy and your time out of you. Maybe it wasn't productive anymore, okay? It wasn't producing a yield in some way. And you walked away from it because maybe it was stressful. But now that you walked away from it, now you have a different type of stress. Now you're worried about like how this is going to result. Okay? Could have been a job that you put a lot of energy and time into, a personal goal. Maybe it was a love situation. But you've done a lot of reflecting on it. And part of me is hearing that it was either this or that. Okay, it's like, I don't know why I'm getting the vibe that you're that your back was maybe up against the wall. Okay, it was either money or the stress. You know, do I stay because of the money or I deal with the stress? You know, it's like, or do I get rid of the stress, I guess? Do I stay for the money or get rid of the stress? Or let's say if it's a relationship, do I stay because I have time invested in this person? Do I stay because I have time invested in this person? Or do I leave because I can't handle the way it feels, or I can't handle not living ideally with what I feel on the inside? Like I'm not living authentically to what's in the inside, is what I'm hearing. Like some people stay in relationships because they've put a lot of time, energy, and effort into them, even though it doesn't make them happy. Okay? But I feel like right now you're worried about what the result is going to be. That's why the 9 is here. Like you did it, you left this behind, whatever you were putting a lot of energy, effort, and time into, you were leaving that behind. But now that you did it, right? You might be a little worried. You might be a little stressed out. You're doing a lot of thinking about it. You're reflecting upon the entire situation. But what's coming towards you is a clean slate and a foundation being wiped clean with the Tower. Okay, the Tower, even though it comes in like unexpectedly, and it does wipe the slate clean, all right, it gives us a breakdown in order to have that breakthrough that we've needed, that's so needed. You have to consider that a lot of times when we don't take the steps for ourselves to do a certain thing, the universe will come in and do it for us. And I feel like what's coming towards you is this clean slate. Maybe you were hesitant to take that step for yourself, but it's here now. All right? And you have the opportunity now to start over, to rebuild, to really release yourself from the things that were draining you with this 8 of Pentacles. There was something that was taking a lot out of you, and I feel like it was causing a lot of this. And now you're feeling this also because you left it. It's kind of like this weird, bittersweet kind of energy I'm feeling from this. Something was taking a lot out of you. It was worrying you while you were in it, but now it's also worrying you a little bit now that you're out of it too, because you don't know how things are going to turn out. But sometimes I think the Tower, it frees us. It liberates us. Okay? So we can truly set ourselves up for a more firm foundation, a more authentic foundation, because you don't want with the Tower to build your life on a lie, okay? Or something that's not fully aligned with you. Okay? It's like you don't want to build your house on sand, okay? The Tower is going to wash that away in order to build your house on solid ground. All right? So this is about you rebuilding you and your structure, your home, your everything. Okay? You're the Tower that needed to break free. All right? In order to rebuild, it's in order to have that rebirth, right? But in a more stable, strong, solid you, a stronger version of you. Yeah, it's never fun to go through this, right? Because sometimes it can speak of an upheaval. But there's also the notion that if this energy happened at the Tower, it's so that whatever you do moving forward is going to be built to last. So what you're moving toward is built to last. You're building upon a foundation that now is built to last. There was something here that took a lot out of you. A lot of physical energy and labor out of you. I think it also caused you a lot of headache and stress. Now, with the things that are shifting and changing for you, because this is a card of change, you might still feel a little bit of this, but know that whatever it is that's happening is going to put you on a more firm foundation. It is going to help you build a stronger version of you, something more aligned and authentic to you. I'm hearing no more guessing, no more wondering, no more questioning. Okay, you might have questioned your sense of direction before, but there's no more of that moving forward, because you're leaving that situation behind, that situation that kept you in that state of mind. That's not no more questioning. Yeah, that's not the case anymore. You're not going to have that concern lingering over you anymore. I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, the situation you were leaving behind was one of those where it's like, I'm putting all this into it, yet it's not, I still don't know where I stand, or I still don't know if this is going to amount to anything. That's what I'm hearing from what you were leaving behind. I always had you in a state of flux, you know, like up, down. It was never really a solid footing that you had in that situation. You did so much reflecting, and it's like, I have to do this now. It's scary maybe, but I have to shake things up in my own life. Because I'm hearing also the universe probably felt it had to shake things up for you as well, because it's like, when were you going to do it for yourself, right? In this scenario, I feel like either universe shook things up for you, or you decided to shake things up for yourself after much thought and reflection. Many sleepless nights. So you might be a little scared, you might be a little worried about the things that are shifting and changing for you. The way that things have suddenly, unexpectedly turned around for you in some way, in a way that maybe you least expected it. Okay? But I do feel like it's to set you up for something better. So I want to say to you, don't be scared. Serious shifts and changes with the Tower is coming towards you. But I think it's for your highest good. All right, so let's get some information here. Yes, so you have the Death card. Something has ended, something has changed, something has shifted, okay? That is a card of transition, change, transformation. Something major has shifted and transformed for you. You're leaving that thing behind. I think something naturally had to end, and you're leaving it behind. It was something, I think, that caused you a lot of labor, a lot of worry, a lot of stress, a lot of headache. Something that had you in your thoughts, kept you up at night. And the shift that you've been waiting for is coming towards you with the Tower energy. All right, so let's get some more information. The Two of Swords. You made the decision also, I think. Okay, there was a decision that you had to make. Maybe you lost a lot of sleep over that decision with the Two of Swords. Okay, but with the Two of Swords, sometimes you can hesitate. Sometimes it can be read as a stalemate. You might have hesitated to take that action, all right, until you had it figured out. But part of some of you, okay, this is going to apply both ways, I feel. Some of you came to a conclusion, made a decision eventually with that Two of Swords, and did it on your own. Like, you evoked the Tower energy, you evoked the shift and the change yourself. But then some of you might have sat on it too long, and then the universe took action on your behalf. Okay, so I'm hearing it both ways. So let's get a little bit more information. Could have been a relationship situation with the two, okay? Because That speaks of balance, needing balance. It also speaks of duality, coupledom, joining forces, okay? So let's get a little bit more information. Okay, what was that? Trumpet, okay. You heard the call loud and clear, all right? It's kind of like a mini judgment card in this deck, all right? So there was some kind of communication that came through. You've had an awakening. I think the Tower is that awakening moment, okay? You've had that shake up, that wake up call. All right. And it started to shift things from you, or shift things for you. I'm sorry. And in a different direction. Some kind of communication might have came in to prompt it though. You know, that's also what I'm getting from that. All right, let's get one of these fortune cards. See what else it wants to say to us. So you have a lot of change coming towards you. But it's for your highest good, in a sense that it's going to set you up for better things. But you have to endure the shift at present. You might be a little worried. Look at that. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. This is flowers. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. And that's what I was feeling. In other words, it might be rough and tough for a little bit as you go through these shifts, okay? You left something behind that was causing you a lot of labor, a lot of energy. It was taking a lot out of you. It caused you a lot of worry, I think. And now that you've left it, you're concerned. You still have some concerns because, you know, the future, you're not really sure how it's going to turn out, okay? And there's a lot that has to I feel like the dust has to settle still, right? The dust has to settle still in order for you to see what lies on the other side of this change. But there is definite transformation here with the death energy. Whatever this was had to come to a close because you couldn't live in that vibration any longer. Okay, you couldn't live in that vibration any longer. But whatever's coming your way is going to set you up for your success, your emotional fulfillment. It had to happen. The universe had to like knock this thing out of your path in order to set you up for your happiness, for your blossoming. Okay, that's what I'm hearing from this. I feel like secretly you've been waiting for this, right? You've been waiting for something to change. Now that it kind of has you a little on edge because your current mood is the Nine of Swords. But nonetheless, I feel like this card wants to take. Nonetheless, I feel like you are prepared in some way. On an intrinsic level, you've been prepared for this. Because the death card energy, I'm sorry, I'm going back to this. The death card energy is, like I say, you'll hear me describe it as a slow burn, okay? It's changes that you see are on the horizon. You know you need to take them. But it's one of those things where it's like, there's a hesitation sometimes, all right? Because change is hard. So it says, express your individuality, allow your true self to shine because you are awesome. So whatever it is that you're leaving behind with this Eight of Pentacles, like I said, could have been a job that wasn't fully aligned with you, something that was taking a lot of your time, energy, and effort, and it wasn't really amounting to much. Whatever it is that you're leaving behind and whatever shifts are happening for you now are going to align you to express yourself in a more positive way. Okay, and allow yourself to be and live your fullest expression. Okay, is what I'm getting from that. So that's what's coming towards you. You being allowed to live fully, embrace your fullest potential. Be emotionally fulfilled. Your success is on the way. Okay, so let's grab one more card here. Play, beloved one, it says. Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So, whatever new thing it is that you are setting out to do, okay, after the dust settles a little bit, it's going to lighten your mood. Okay, it's going to bring a lot of happiness and laughter into your life. Your energy and your spirits are literally going to be lifted. Okay, I think the dust needs to settle just a little bit more yet. But this new energy that's shifting for you is going to bring a lot of happiness, emotional fulfillment, laughter, happiness. I already said that. And it's truly going to allow you to be and live in your most authentic expression. Okay, so one more card. One more card. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Prosperity. A prosperous business with riches and success. Okay? So you're leaving an old job, career, situation that was draining you, right? I feel like you had to leave it because it wasn't going to really, for whatever reason, I hear amount to much. Okay? It wasn't going to amount to anything more. It's kind of feeling like an Eight of Cups, but in a Pentacles kind of way, in an earthly matter way, right? It wasn't going to amount to much more. And you were giving so much of yourself to it, yet it wasn't really amounting to anything. It caused you a lot of stress and headaches. But now that you've been freed from it, you've released yourself from it, you heard the call, you woke up to the reality of it, you brought on, or the energy of the tower was brought on by the universe to clear the path so you can truly move in the direction of things that are going to make you happy, allow you to be your best and most authentic you, and then align with your happiness and your prosperity as well. Prosperous business with riches and success. It could be a business venture that you are taking on, entrepreneurship in some way, right? Could be, or a new job, or whatever it is that, honestly, I think that's been on your heart or on your mind, because you have the Reflect and the Two of Swords. So whatever's been on your mind, okay, whatever's been on your mind or your heart for a while is now aligning for you to do it and express yourself in a way that's going to attract these things to you, attract the prosperity, attract the happiness, attract the success and emotional fulfillment to you. Your slate is cleared now with the Tower. Okay? So no more of, like I said, your house built on sand. That's not you anymore. You broke out of that. You broke out of that. Now the things that you do moving forward are going to be built on the solid foundation of you, which is strong, sturdy, fully aligned. Okay? So number 2, yeah, you have great things coming your way. All right? And I think the stresses will be over. The stresses of the shift and the change will be over soon enough. Okay? But you're on the road to your prosperity and just living a more authentic expression of you. Okay, so that's what you're moving towards. So number 2, if this connects with you, please do let me know, because I love hearing from everybody. Okay, so number 3. There's your card, and I'm not sure what's going on with the lighting, but let me try to fix that. Okay, there's number 3. And put that there. So number 3, The first card we want to ask about is, what are you leaving behind? Okay, what are you leaving behind? What are you leaving behind, number 3, viewers? All right, the Magician. Okay, the first thing I heard was the inability to tap into your own magic. Okay? It's almost like because the Magician always wants to manifest and create things, right? I feel like you know who you are now. You know who you are. You know your power now. So I don't know why I'm hearing like the lack mentality. The lack mentality or the feeling of I can't, okay, is what you're leaving behind. All right, so let's see your current mood. All right, you right now. Where are you right now? We know what you're leaving behind. All right. Okay, so you feel like you've come to a place of completion and that things have come full circle. All right, so let's see what is coming towards you. What is coming towards you? All right, 2 cards. Look at that. Okay. Your peace of mind, your well-being. All right, with the 6 of Swords. The Page of Wands is good news. So good news is coming your way. Good news is on the way that's going to help you move forward. Okay, 6, the 6 of Swords, is the number 6, is about, you know, harmony, balance. And the 6 of Swords is moving towards that. So it's like returning to that state of mind of balance and harmony. So you're moving towards or returning to a more peaceful state of mind, a more balanced version of you. There's some kind of news with the Page of Wands or Princess of Wands that is coming your way to help you do that. So some kind of communication, because pages are communication, they deliver messages. I feel like in the past, you struggled to create the life that you wanted. You struggled to know your magic. You struggled to know your worth. You struggled to co-create. Maybe you didn't know how the magic worked. Maybe you doubted yourself in the past. You didn't realize your own passion, your own power and potential. That's what I'm hearing from the Magician, because it's what you're leaving behind. So right away, I heard the inability to know your own magic, you know? I feel like the Magician always wants to create something magical in its life. It wants to create a beautiful life. It wants to use all the tools that it has in order to make these things come to fruition. I feel like in the past, you doubted that. You doubted your own potential, magic, and power. I feel like you know, though. I feel like you know now that you can. And the world energy speaks of a lesson, right? To me, it speaks of lesson learned. It's like a graduation card to me. Like you graduated. The world also speaks of like a leveling up. So that's you right now. You've leveled up. You've leveled up in a way that sets you up now for better things, and you can have peace of mind because now you know how the magic works. Now you know how to manifest. Now you know what you should be doing in order to create the life that you want. Okay, it doesn't always have to speak metaphysically. Okay, I know this card, the energy coming from it is very metaphysical as far as how I'm delivering it right now to you. Okay, but yes, the Magician can speak of something tangible as well. All right, because you have pentacles on the table, those speak of earthly matters. I feel like there's a sense of direction that you're no longer questioning or doubting. Sense of direction I feel is coming from the Six of Swords. Because the Six of Swords is going somewhere. So you're moving towards, you're going in the direction of your well-being, of your peace of mind. Maybe you're receiving communication from the Page of Wands. Okay, maybe you're receiving communication that is showing you you're on the right path with that Six of Swords, that you're moving in the right direction. And it is something new, because the Page of Wands is new energy. All the pages are. Okay, and I'm also feeling like the Wands energy, okay, that's about ambition, motivation, drive, your energy, your inspiration, what motivates you, your creative spark, right? I feel like that's what you're also moving towards. You're moving towards the things that move you, that energize you. So high energy, I'm feeling from the Page of Swords. New things. What's coming towards you? New things that are high energy, high vibe, that inspire you, that move you, and that speak to you. Your current energy is the fact that you've learned your lesson. Things have come full circle, okay? You're leaving behind the idea that you can't. Now it's the idea of I am possible, right? That's what I'm hearing from this. I am possible now. I know my worth. I know my magic. I know who I am. I know where I stand. I know where I'm going. I know that there are better things on the other side once I cross these waters, okay? That's what I'm hearing from the Six of Swords. Once I cross these waters, there are other things awaiting me. Better things. I've learned my lessons with this energy. I've graduated from the school of life. I take the memories with me. They're in my boat, but they don't sink me. Those are lessons. That's another notch in my belt. Okay? On the journey of life. I'm still a student of life, is what I'm hearing from the Page of Wands. I'm still a student of life. And I'm always learning. Always learning, always growing. Okay? The more you learn from experience, the more wisdom you gain. And I feel like you gained some kind of lesson or wisdom or understanding, okay, from this situation. I feel like I said in the past, I feel like you doubted yourself. You doubted where you were going or what you were doing or how anything was ever going to work out. You had all these aspirations, these dreams, these hopes, but you might have doubted how to bring them to fruition with the Magician energy. You don't doubt your power anymore, though. You know how to manifest. You know how to create the life you want. You know how to pursue your dreams and your passions in a tangible way. There was so much you learned here with the World card. And trust that the world is a symbol of success. Okay, so you've achieved something in the lesson. Okay, like I said, you were a student. You're always learning. You're always growing. The magician energy, right, in this position, at one time might have doubted its capability. Okay, but in the doubt, in the journey to getting to the point where you can now look at yourself as the magician, okay? That whole journey to getting to that point of being the magician was the lesson. Okay? You got to start somewhere, I feel. And when we're starting out learning how this magic works within ourselves, all right? We doubt ourselves. We doubt our power. We doubt our potential. But even in the journey to seeing ourselves and knowing ourselves capable fully and completely as this magician, there's still stuff to be learned through that process. Not everybody starts out as the magician right away, okay? We have to work our way up to that. It's trial and error is what I'm hearing. Trial and error. Until we fully become the magician that we are capable of becoming in our own lives. But every step that you've taken to become the magician, okay, was a lesson. It was a stepping stone. It was a piece of the puzzle that you needed on the journey. And the magician and the world together are showing that you've achieved that status of the magician now. You're no longer doubting your potential and power anymore and what you're capable of achieving. Things have come full circle. There is a huge shift and cycle that has ended recently or at present for you. And now it's like you can conquer the world. You're on a high. And I know that came up in the last reading, like of being on a high. Right? The Page of Wands is like this. It's like this voice or this communication that's coming in to, I don't know why I'm hearing confirmation, right? To confirm to you that the direction that you've taken with this Six of Swords is the right one, because she's always good news, okay? So you have good news coming towards you that's going to help you continue to move in the right direction with this Six of Swords. So some kind of news, okay? It could be email, phone call, text, a letter in the mail, okay? Some kind of paperwork that's just going to confirm the path that you're on. You've concluded a cycle at present with the world energy. So you're leveling up in some way that's going to shift things for you and help you move away from something or in a totally different direction. So I feel like some of you the changes that are coming towards you at this time are helping you move in a different direction completely. It's like I guess a 180, right? Is that what they say? And this Protect card. All right. I feel like there's this leveling up. There's this shift. And this is setting you up to be protected. Okay, that's what I'm hearing from it. through these shifts, through these changes and transitions, through the leveling up that you've experienced, as you stand in your magician power, no longer doubting yourself and your capability and potential, you are protected. You are actually protecting yourself, because once the mindset changes, there is no fear attached. Okay, because doubt is fear, worry is fear. Thinking that you're incapable is also a fear. Okay, because you're putting a negative spin on your own potential. So I feel like as you level up, as you know your worth, as you stand in your power as the magician, you release the fears that are associated with the doubt and the questioning. And that right there is what's protecting your interests moving forward, or your future manifestations, because you don't allow the doubt and the fear to creep in. Okay? You don't allow that to creep in and knock you off your high. Okay? I feel like you're super protected. The more you stay in your power, it's just you're creating this bubble of protection around you towards future manifestations. Okay? Like, I feel like a release coming from this protect energy, like the release of limitations or limiting thought patterns. Okay? Because the lock is open. You're removing blockages from you, from yourself. And the more blockages you purge, the more freedom you give yourself towards future manifestations. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I'm going to get a little bit more information here, because I honestly could go on. I could go on and on. That's why my readings are so long. Let's see if we get more information in regards to this. All right, journey. Yeah. Do you see that? You have the baggage here, something that maybe died, because that looks like a little tombstone. And you have the path, and you have the sun towards success. Okay? So, I feel like you're releasing the baggage. You're releasing any of the baggage and the blockages with this card. You're journeying towards your future successes. So your future success is on the way with this energy, because I feel like you're headed towards the sun, okay, with that card. You know, the world is also a card of journey too, because sometimes it, you know, it could speak of traveling the world. So some of you could be traveling, moving away from one place and going to another. Travel could be on the future. So some of you, you know, could have travel coming towards you. Aha, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, tricky energy, right? That is, okay, I could also look at it like, sometimes I see it as mischievous energy, right? Trickster energy, but I could also, oftentimes I see it as come hell or high water energy, okay? I see it as by any means necessary energy. You're going to do what you have to do. You're going to take risks. You're going to be bold and strategic moving forward. Okay? So I feel like it's a little bit of that. Like you're smart. You're cunning. You're wise. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay? You'll find a way to make something work for you now. I don't know why I'm hearing, like, I'm not going to give up that easy next time. Let's grab a little bit more energy here. Is that it? Yep. Crow. Okay, so moving from place to place. Okay, they never stick around in one place long. All right, so the crow can also, I know it's not a raven, but sometimes any black bird can speak of like an omen. I feel like you are migrating. Of course, we have cards of movement here. So we have the Six of Swords, and we have the crow, and the journey. So you're moving from one place to another, could be literal or figurative. Okay, and the Seven of Swords, I feel like there's something, okay. Okay, this is another scenario that I'm hearing. I feel like this might have been a person, okay, with the magician. And I'll be amiss it. I don't want to miss it. Okay, so I'm hearing that just came to me. This might have been a person, maybe a manipulative energy you're leaving behind of a person. Seven of Swords would definitely apply to that in a mischievous way. Trickster energy. And maybe sometimes even the crow, because sometimes the crow can speak of bad energy. Okay? If it's not about moving from place to place, then it's speaking of someone's negative energy. So you might be leaving a manipulative energy, I guess, in some way. It could be a person or a situation. Maybe you're protecting yourself from that kind of situation by moving away. Maybe you learned your lesson and the karmic cycle has been closed with that person in that situation. Okay, so I have to read it both ways. But you're definitely on the move. You're being strategic about your moves moving forward too. You could also be moving away from this tricky, mischievous, maybe lying energy. It's also what I heard. I feel like the crow and the Seven of Swords could be related if it's speaking about a person, as well as the magician in a negative sense. Okay? But I could see it the other way too. So only you guys would be able to tell me how it applies and in which way it applies. You could literally be sneaking away with the Seven of Swords from something or someone. But I also see it as strategy. Okay? It's one of those cards that is so mixed signal, it's ridiculous. In the way that it interprets itself. So let's grab one of these fortune cards. Maybe it'll clear things up for us. But I definitely see some kind of news coming in that's going to help you continue to move forward. Some kind of confirmation that you're doing the right thing. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So we know that what you're moving on towards is going to bring positive energy, positive vibes, okay? We definitely know this. I feel like you know your full potential now. I really do feel it. And you know your full potential. I feel like you know what you're capable of now. And you'll achieve your goals by any means necessary with the Seven of Swords. You're on the move. I feel like you're not going to let any negative thinking, bad thoughts I'm feeling from these two energies get in the way of what you feel that you're capable of doing. Like I said, with the magician energy, in a negative aspect, you could doubt your own power and potential. Okay, and remember, the Seven of Swords is a guy stealing swords. Right, so I'm also hearing you're not going to let anything steal your power from you any longer. You have cards falling out for you. New career. Maybe you're manifesting a new career. Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. Yeah. You know that you're capable with the magician energy now. There is enormous growth ahead. So you could be headed towards a new career. You might get the message, like I said, if it was you waiting on some kind of news, you could get a phone call that says, hey, you got the job. And you could be moving towards that. One that's going to protect you financially even. Maybe you were strategic in the way that you got that job too. Okay? So let's grab one more card. So all of this is resulting in good stuff. Might have been, difficult at first, but something has concluded itself with the World card for sure. And you have peace of mind coming towards you and good news. Innocence. It says, beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. So I think that's applying to the past. Okay? Like I said with the Magician, where at one time you doubted yourself. At one time where you might have had blockages. Okay, I feel like you are moving towards your peace of mind. That is what's coming towards you, peace of mind. And it says, enjoy the peace within your heart once more. Okay? These shifts, these changes, these cycles coming to a close with the world, you leveling up. Okay, 2 cards. It says Goddess, healing feminine energy, spirit, heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. So yeah, again, I felt that you were protected. So you have Goddess energy looking out for you. All right, you're on the path also to healing any blockages or things that might have hindered you or created a lack mentality in some way. I feel like that's shifting, that's getting out of the way. You're really accessing your fullest potential now. You're journeying towards that. Okay, there's a lot of growth ahead. Again, students of life, we're always learning, we're always growing. So there we have that, right? And it could be something career related. All right, maybe you're trying to manifest a personal goal in regards to career. But everything seems to be shifting in a positive and new successful direction. So it says here at the bottom. Okay. So, number 3, congratulations. Okay, this is your reading. I hope it helped and connected for you in some way. If you feel it has, please do let me know. Leave me a comment section down below. I hope you have a wonderful holiday weekend, everyone. I know most of you have like Monday off, so enjoy your time with friends and family. I will leave you here. Much love and blessings to everybody watching. To book a personal reading, please email me or contact me at my Etsy shop, Instagram, and on Twitter. Thank you for watching. Keep shining, everyone.